All right, so this is my workout from the New Year's Eve, and it was a leg workout. I threw in a little extra volume and had to switch some exercises because I've been doing these all in, a health club, and I don't have a leg press or squat machine. Whatever, hack squat machine. So these are pause squats I'm starting out with here. Fairly heavy. I think this is a drop set here, just 225, and I didn't include all the sets or anything or reps. And moving on to the Barbell Hex Squat. I really like these. My goal was to get sets of 10 reps, but I didn't get there. And I had to admit something to myself during this workout, and it was that I wasn't working out till my legs were tired. I was working out till my damn lungs were tired. So, guess what? That means more cardio. 2022. That sucks. Drop the weight for some extra volume. And again, I wasn't stopping these sets when I was out of energy. I was stopping the sets when I was just tired. So, which sucks. So, drop that and move on to front squats. I don't do front squats a heck of a lot, only because I hate them. So, I got a couple exercises in this workout that I hate. Mostly I hate these because of my hands. Just don't have a really good way to hold the bar. My wrists aren't flexible enough. And here's the other exercise I hate. Good mornings. So I watched a video from Renaissance Periodization on good mornings, and it said to put those safety bars there so I can basically bring the bar down to the safety bars. I need to go one hole higher, and then go slow on the way down and fast on the way up, and tilt your hips back. So it felt a lot better than my good mornings had previously felt. And still wasn't doing tons of weight or anything, but I could definitely feel it in the hamstrings and in my glutes, and that's where I wanted to feel it. Oh, using the glutes to push back up is important too. Now moving on to calves. I don't have any way to work out my calves with my knees bent, which is how you get that big chunk of meat that's on the back of your calves. So this is my homemade version of a seated calf raise. I made the mistake of putting that rail just a little bit too high, so I was having a hard time getting it off and getting back on. So I threw a 25 on top of the 45 and gave it a shot. This was my best set here as far as that goes. And here's a close-up shot of my calves underneath those pretty orange socks. And this is where disaster strikes. I was definitely feeling it. It's like 405 pounds. It's not too much weight for my calves, but it's a bit heavy to get it off of that bar. So, and here I couldn't get it back on the bar. I was hoping this would not wreck my bench for what I'm about to do here. And it didn't. It did gouge my safety bar just a little bit, but whatever, who cares? So I wasn't happy about that. It's a pain in the ass to unload it too. Moving on to curls. So I'm doing 21s here. So the goal here is just do the weight 21 repetitions, even if you have to take a break in the middle of the repetition. So the first set, I got all 21, so 75 pounds. I've curled a lot more than this, and even my alternate leg day, which also has biceps on it, I curl more weight. Second set here, I had to take a little bitty break. About 10-15 seconds. And I'm going to finish it. So after these, then I switch over to the concentration curls. Concentration curls, not one of my favorite bicep exercises. I used to do these sitting down, but then I realized I really was doing a really crappy preacher curl because I was resting my elbow on my leg, and my shoulder would slide back and put my forearm at an angle. So I was just cheating. So now I'm standing up. That seems a little better. Still not my favorite though. Because I'm only doing one arm at a time, then I can avoid having to stop and take a little rest. Just switch arm to arm to arm. On these, you gotta make sure that when you're bringing the weight up, that I just hit my chest. As long as I'm hitting my chest, then I'm feeling okay. But I know on the first set, I wasn't quite hitting my chest, so I had to kind of reposition my body. So I'm having uniform movement. So I saw Eric Bugenhagen doing these, and so I bought the little grenades, and I got the chains too. Same things that Eric was using in his video, and unfortunately I'm not strong enough to get these to work the way I wanted them to. The hooks or the carabiners that are on these, they're not quite big enough to really switch around on the links yet. So I'm gonna get some bigger carabiners, and then I could lift a little bit less of the chain. And I thought maybe like put more swing into it. So it's a learning process. So that's the end of this day. Thanks.